So let's talk about how you know if you're recovering, how you know if a muscle is recovered, and how you know if your whole system is recovered. Because recovery is what dictates whether or not you can come back and do more work of a different kind, meaning, I don't know, you do leg training one day, can you and should you come back and do upper body training the next day? And it dictates whether or not you'll see any improvement from session to session at all. Before I talk about recovery, I just want to make sure I nail down the details that I was able to extract from the literature and from my conversation with Dr. Galpin. If you're wondering how quickly to perform repetitions for sake of hypertrophy or strength gains, anywhere from a half a second per repetition all the way up to 8 seconds per repetition, it doesn't seem to matter. Again, if you're thinking about explosiveness or building speed, or you're specifically using resistance training to build endurance, that's a separate matter. We talked about explosiveness and speed. I'll talk about endurance in a few moments. We also talked about in-between set contractions, the so-called selfie effect of people flexing a particular muscle, isolating a particular muscle between sets. Just want to mention that would be a terrible thing to do if your goal is performance on sets, so moving a particular amount of weight. That's actually going to diminish the amount of weight that you can move. It's going to enhance muscle growth, and it's going to enhance the nerve to muscle isolation of that particular pathway. So again, that flexing between sets is going to favor hypertrophy, not performance. If you're trying to get stronger, you're trying to move more weights, you're trying to distribute work, and you're trying to do maybe skill training with resistance, then flexing between sets is absolutely the wrong thing to do for obvious reasons. You're fatiguing the muscle further. Just remaining still or walking around a little bit has been shown to be beneficial in terms of moving some of the lactate out of the muscle, as well as just recovering between sets.